Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 5th of December 1983, and the title is Sangam Yuga, Age of Union of Father-Children. Today, everyone has come to celebrate the meeting. This is the sweet meeting of the Father with the children. It is for the sake of this meeting that innumerable souls have made effort in an innumerable variety of ways. However, they have also said that it is beyond possibility, that He is limitless, or that it is too difficult. So they have let themselves wait in anticipation. They have the hope that it will happen at some time, and even these days they are moving forward with this hope. There are also some souls who sing songs about the separation, when and all of you are saying, now. They are the ones who are divorced, and you are the ones who are natural yogis and who are experiencing the meeting. You are the ones who experience the meeting within a second. If anyone were to ask you, when can we meet the Father? How long will it take to have this meeting? What will you say? You will say, with faith and hope, that it is not difficult for the children to experience a meeting with the Father. The meeting takes place easily and constantly. The confluence age, Sangam Yuga, is the time for the meeting of the Father with the children, and to experience this meeting constantly. This is the Mela, that is, the gathering, the meeting. You say, with great intoxication, that it isn't just a question of a meeting, but we constantly experience the Father as our companion. We eat with the Father, we play with Him, and we move with Him. Do you have such intoxication? They ask, how is it possible to have love for God, the Supreme Soul, the Father? How can we stabilize our minds? From your heart, the sound emerges. It isn't a question of even stabilizing our minds, but in fact, our minds now belong to Him. Is your mind your own? That you should say, how can I stabilize it? Now you have given your mind to the Father, and so who does it belong to? Is it yours, or is it the Father's? Since the mind now belongs to the Father, the question of how can we focus it or stabilize it does not arise. You no longer have the question, how can we experience that love? Because you constantly remain lost in that love. You have become the embodiment of love. You have become the master ocean of love, and so you don't lack in love, but you have become the embodiment of love. What is your experience throughout the day? Are waves of love emerging constantly and automatically? To the same extent that the rays and light of the sun of knowledge increases, the waves of love also arise and are experienced. What is the work that the Murli of knowledge from the sun of knowledge began to do from the early morning hours of nectar? There are numerous waves that start surging. All of you have this experience. You know how the waves of knowledge, the waves of love, the waves of happiness, and the waves of peace and power surge up, and you merge within these waves. This is the unique alokik inheritance that you have already attained. This is the Brahmin life, to be immersed within the ocean to such an extent that you become equal to the ocean. Are you celebrating such a meeting? Or have you come to celebrate this now? Having become a Brahmin, if you haven't had the experience of merging within the ocean, then what has been the specialty of the Brahmin life? It is this specialty that has been called the attainment of the inheritance. Brahmins across the world have the desire of attaining this alokik experience. They are eager, like thirsty oysters, for this experience. Even now, all the children are like open oysters in front of Bap Dada. In front of Bap Dada is the unlimited hall. Everyone cannot fit into this physical hall. All the children have taken binoculars so that even though they are sitting far away in the physical sense, they have the experience of seeing this scene as if they were here in front. Bap Dada smiles upon seeing how easily the children are able to have the most elevated attainment. Are all of you smiling to the same extent? Do you sometimes smile, or are you sometimes attracted by Maya? Being lost in the confusion and division creates a bog. But now that you have come out of that bog, you are seated on the heart throne, are you not? Just consider on one hand the bog, and on the other hand the heart throne. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer to cry out or to sit on the throne? Surely your preference is the throne. Why do you allow yourself to go into the bog? If you go into the direction towards the bog, then it will pull you to itself even if you are at a distance. Have you come with the consciousness of being new, or with the consciousness of having been the ones who claim their rights each and every kalpa? For the sake of introduction, it is said that you are new, but within this there is the awareness that there is nothing new. You are not new, therefore you have not come to try and recognize, have you? But you have already received the third eye of recognition. Or have you come to claim it now? Have all the children who have come received the birthday gift of their Brahmin birth? Or have they come to celebrate their birthday here? The gift you receive from the Father for your birthday is the third eye. You receive the eye of recognizing the Father as soon as you take birth. As soon as you receive your eye, what are the first words that emerge from each one's lips? Baba. There is recognition, and this is why you say, Baba. Has everyone received their birthday gift? Is anyone left behind? Everyone has received it, haven't they? It has not been lost, has it? This gift is always looked after with great care. Bap Dada finds every child more beloved than the next. Acha? To all the souls who have claimed all rights, to those who are constantly swimming in the different waves of the ocean, to the children who are always seated on the heart throne, to the elevated souls who constantly celebrate the meeting, and together with that, the children from this land and abroad who are watching with their binoculars, to the innocent children of the world, Bap Dada's love and remembrance. To all souls, love and love filled with remembrance, according to their capacity. And Namaste to the heirs. To Dadiji, being in the company of the Father has colored you with that company, and you have become equal to the Father. What is it that everyone always sees in you? Baba is visible in you, and so you have been influenced by that companion. Whenever anyone sees you, they remember the Father, because He is merged within you. Having experienced being merged, you have become equal. This is why there is a special canopy of protection, love, and cooperation. There is a special part, and so there is a canopy of protection created especially for you in the subtle region. This is why you are constantly light. Do you ever feel that there is a burden? You are under the canopy of protection, and you are moving forward very well. Bab Dada sees this and smiles. To the groups, do you constantly remember that we are the special souls of the whole world? Special souls cannot be ordinary, even for a second, even in one thought, or even in one word. Constantly remember this, and it will make you very powerful. You are powerful souls, special souls. Let there be this intoxication and happiness. Powerful means that whatever is wasteful has been finished. Just as the light of the sun removes the darkness and the dirt, in the same way, powerful thoughts finish whatever is wasteful. The account of wasteful finishes, then the account of elevated thoughts, elevated actions, elevated words, relationships, and contacts constantly increases. Is there this experience that we are powerful souls? Remember this, and the account of wasteful finishes. When there is loss of this awareness, then wasteful things begin. The consciousness automatically creates the stage. Therefore, become the embodiment of remembrance, the embodiment of consciousness. Never forget your own form. Your form is to be the embodiment of remembrance. That is, the embodiment of power. Just practice this and have love for this. A real life is to be constantly lost in this love. Never allow hope and enthusiasm to decrease under any circumstances or in any atmosphere. Constantly keep moving forward because the confluence age is the time to obtain greater and greater hope and enthusiasm. If there isn't the experience of hope and enthusiasm at the confluence, then it is never possible again throughout the whole of the cycle. If not now, then never. The life of a Brahmin is the life of hope and enthusiasm to share with everyone that which you have received. The sign of happiness is to have constant hope and enthusiasm. The one who has hope and enthusiasm will always remain happy. There is the enthusiasm that I have found what I was searching for. I have found what I had wanted. The soul who remains constantly stable and unshakable is an elevated soul, like Angad. Remain in this happiness and intoxication. The one who remains constantly lost in the sweetness of one and stabilizes his stage is the one who remains steady and unshakable. Where there is one, then there cannot be conflict. Where there are two, then there is division. But where there is one, then the soul is constantly detached and loving. So, do not let the intellect go to a second, but let it be just with the one. Since everything is attained from one, why is it necessary to go in any other direction? You have found such an easy path. One is the destination. All attainment is from one. And so, what more do you need? You have found all that you needed, and all that you desired has been fulfilled. Everything has been found by finding the Father. Keep dancing with this happiness and sing songs of happiness. If there is division and confusion, there is no attainment. Let there be the experience of a whole world within one. Constantly have the awareness of being a hero player and perform action in this consciousness. If there is the awareness of being the hero player, there is such great happiness. The other's part is only the limited part, but yours is the unlimited part. With whom are you playing a part? With whom are you cooperating? In whose service are you the instrument? Let there be this awareness, and you will be constantly cheerful, constantly complete, and constantly double light. At every step, there will be progress. What were you before? And now, what have you become? How wonderful am I? And how wonderful is my fortune? Constantly sing this song and teach this song to others. Now you are drawing the long line of fortune for 5,000 years, and so dance with happiness. Om Shanti